What if the unbreakable All Blacks empire crumbled overnight, with their legendary coach teetering on the edge of a historic firing after a season of unthinkable defeats? Smash that like button and subscribe to all sports updates for the raw truth on rugby's biggest scandals. The 2025 season kicked off with high hopes as Scott Robertson, the razor-sharp tactician fresh from Crusaders' glory, promised a rebirth for New Zealand rugby. Fans envisioned dominance, a return to the fearsome haka that silenced stadiums worldwide. But cracks appeared early. July's opener against France in Dunedin should have been a statement win, yet the All Blacks scraped by 31-28 in a sloppy affair riddled with handling errors and defensive lapses. Robertson's bold selections, mixing veterans like Sam Cane with rookies, backfired spectacularly. Whispers started in the locker room, players questioning his high-tempo style that left them exposed under pressure. As the Rugby Championship unfolded, the nightmare deepened. Losses to South Africa in Johannesburg and Cape Town exposed a glaring lack of scrum power and breakdown ferocity. The Springboks, under Rassie Erasmus, toyed with them, winning 32-15 and 28-10, dismantling New Zealand's set-piece myths. Argentina piled on the pain with a shock 38-30 victory in Wellington, where Jordy Barrett's red card for a reckless tackle symbolized the team's unraveling discipline. 10 yellow cards across the season highlighted a squad plagued by frustration and poor judgment. Robertson's post-match pressers grew tense, his usual charisma cracking as he defended his evolution plan. Behind the scenes, NZR board meetings heated up, with executives debating whether his cultural focus, emphasizing mental resilience and Maori heritage, was masking tactical shortcomings. Players like Artie Savia voiced subtle concerns in interviews, hinting at fatigue from Robertson's relentless training. The Northern Tour became the final nail. Narrow wins over England and Ireland masked deeper issues, but a humiliating 24-22 loss to France in Paris sealed the narrative of decline. Fans booed at Eden Park for the first time in years, chanting for change. Media outlets labeled it the worst win percentage since 1998, with only 7 victories in 13 tests. Robertson's assistants jumped ship mid-season, leaving him isolated. Rumors swirled of player revolts, with stars like Rico Ione eyeing overseas contracts. The All Blacks, once invincible, now mirrored a team in free fall, their aura shattered. Yet, in a stunning twist, NZR's end-of-year review spared him, for now, placing him on notice with demands for sweeping changes. Beefing up the coaching staff became priority one, but doubts lingered if Razor could sharpen the blade again. All sports updates here, diving deeper into the chaos that rocked rugby's giants. The sack drama intensified as leaked emails revealed NZR's internal fury. Robertson's second-year stats were damning, 52 tries scored but a porous defense conceding 28 per game on average. The eligibility rules fiasco added fuel, with debates over overseas-based players like Richie Mo'unga straining team unity. Barrett brothers' form dipped amid contract uncertainties, Jordy quitting international rugby briefly before a dramatic U-turn. Scott's brink-of-sacking moment came after the Argentina debacle, where board members allegedly demanded his resignation. He survived by pledging a tactical overhaul, focusing on kicking game and high ball mastery. But surprises kept coming. A secret player poll exposed rifts, with half the squad feeling the culture-first approach ignored on-field basics. Tony Johnson's commentary turned brutal, labeling it a shocker and predicting more quits. Chaos peaked when assistant coaches fled, citing burnout from Robertson's intensity. NZR's support statement felt forced, masking deeper speculations of a mid-2026 axe if results didn't flip. Fans mobilized online, petitions for his head garnering thousands of signatures. The season's low point? That Paris defeat, where a last-minute try by France's rookies exposed New Zealand's lack of depth. Rassie Erasmus even quipped post-match about the All Blacks' struggles, a rare jab from a rival. Robertson's response? A fiery vow to rebuild, but actions spoke louder. Emergency signings and youth promotions hinted at desperation. The media frenzy painted him as a coach on borrowed time, with legends like Sean Fitzpatrick issuing warnings of betrayal if changes stalled. In this turmoil, emerging talents like Wallace Satidi shone briefly, offering glimmers of hope amid the storm. Yet, the overall narrative screamed crisis, a team once defined by precision now synonymous with inconsistency. As 2026 loomed, the question hung heavy: could Robertson orchestrate a revenge arc, or was this the end of an era? Picture the boardroom showdowns where NZR chiefs grilled Robertson on every misstep, from the 10 yellow cards to the 45 players rotated in vain attempts to find form. The disastrous season exposed systemic flaws, over-reliance on stars like Beauden Barrett, whose magic waned under pressure, and a failure to adapt to rivals' physicality. Surprising revelations emerged. Internal audits showed training data indicating player exhaustion, with GPS metrics revealing the highest injury rates in a decade. Kane's retirement announcement mid-tour added emotional weight, leaving a leadership vacuum. The chaos spilled into public view when Jordie Barrett's quit bombshell hit, citing burnout, only for him to retract after fan backlash. Media hounds like Johnson amplified the drama, declaring NZR in total chaos. Robertson's survival hinged on a pivotal meeting where he presented a 2026 blueprint, new assistants for specialized skills, a revamped eligibility policy to lure back exiles, and a focus on mental fortitude programs. But the tension mounted with reports of player agents negotiating exits, Ione linked to French clubs. In a moment of raw surprise, Robertson admitted in a rare interview to getting selections wrong, at times, a vulnerability that humanized him but fueled doubts. The All Blacks brand took hits, sponsorships wavering amid poor viewership. Yet, amid the wreckage, stories of resilience surfaced, young guns like Radama stepping up in clutch moments, hinting at future potential. The sack speculation reached fever pitch post-review, with bookies slashing odds on his departure. NZR's strong support felt like a stay of execution, conditional on early 2026 wins. As the dust settled, the rugby world watched. Would this expose lead to rebirth or further implosion? The narrative shifted from dominance to drama, keeping fans hooked on every twist. All sports updates signing off. Stay tuned for more explosive reveals. The 2025 Expos didn't end with the final whistle. It ignited a firestorm that could redefine New Zealand rugby. Robertson, now under microscope, faces a make-or-break year with tours against old foes. Surprises lingered, like leaked strategies showing a hybrid style blending old-school grit with modern analytics. But the core issue remained, restoring the fear factor lost in defeats to underdogs. Players rallied publicly, Savia declaring unity, yet private grumblings suggested otherwise. The chaos birthed opportunities, new blood injected, eligibility tweaks allowing dual-contract stars. Johnson's shocker label stuck, but Robertson countered with defiant training camps. In a final twist, a secret alliance with former coaches emerged, aiming to fortify tactics. As 2026 dawned, the All Blacks hovered on the brink, their legacy,